Good morning, everybody. Hi, Leslie. How are you today? Happy Thursday. Just adjust a little bit. So, I'm so excited to show you this project today. And I know I say that a lot, but some projects just really are more exciting to me than other ones. And I think this one's going to be super cute. So the reason that I'm even doing this was kind of an inspiration from a place that I went not too long ago. There's a restaurant bar in town where I live called The Back Room. Highly recommend it. Great people, great food, great atmosphere. But one of the things that I had there recently when we were doing some outdoor dining there was something called a watermelon spritzer. And oh my gosh, it was so good. I think it's a combination of watermelon vodka, either soda water or tonic water, and maybe a little lime. But it had infused watermelon pieces in it. So that was sort of my inspiration for the project that we're going to do today. And yeah, oh, one other thing that they did in this cocktail was they had infused watermelon chunks in it. So apparently they cut the watermelon up and soaked the watermelon in vodka, and yeah, it was yummy. I highly recommend it. The Back Room, Springfield Street in Feeding Hills, I believe. Anyway, the past few weeks I've been working with a bunch of different summery kind of transfers, and one of them that I've used twice already with you guys was called Soda Fountain. Do you remember that one? So this was the first one that I made. This is the transfer. Handmade soda fountain, hand scooped cones, drinks on tap. Sorry about that, guys. A little tongue-tied this morning. I think I need more coffee. And this is the project that we made with that transfer, and I love the way it came out. This was the day we made the little faux ice cream sundae piece. So that was super fun. So that was Soda Fountain made with one part of this transfer. And then we used whatever sprinkles your cookies. We made this little use this little transfer to make our sprinkle sign. Isn't that adorable? I've got all this stuff in front of me here today. So on this transfer, there's a third piece that we're going to be using today. So let me put this aside for a minute. Hi, Cindy. And we will take a look at the third. Well, actually, there's 3 pieces, but we're probably going to use all of these. But this is a smaller part and the last part of this transfer. So drinks well with others. We're going to be using this on a cute surface that I have. And we'll see how it comes out. I think this is going to be fun. So, speaking of watermelon spritzers, I told my kids all about this, of course. And I got this in the mail yesterday from my son and his wife. It's a watermelon keg. So we're going to be making some cocktails this weekend, and we'll see if I share. We'll see. See if I drink well with others. Okay, so let me switch my cameras around so we can get this party started. This and this. Come on. Put that up there, and there we go. There we go. If I can move myself down a little bit. Hold on one second. Did that wrong. Bear with me, guys. I'll be right there. What on earth did I do? Okay. All right, I fixed it. Yay! All right. You were hoping we could do this one? Good, 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 good. So, look at the little surface I have for you today. Is this adorable? I haven't measured it, but I'm going to say it's about 8 by 10, I'm guessing. I'm really guessing. I could measure that if you guys want to know. But I have this wooden tag. I think it's so sweet. And then this transfer was like screaming to be put on here. Don't you think so? I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see up close. And you can see that there are some cut apart lines on here. So let me grab my scissors. And we'll cut that apart. So we've got drinks well with others. We have cherries, and we have some little like carbonation bubbles that we're going to use. This is going to be cute. So I thought I could make up this little sign and put it next to my little watermelon keg. To be honest with you, I've never had my own keg, so this is going to be fun. So, I should have a marker here, but I don't. Just when I think I'm really organized, you guys, I realize that I'm not. So I'm just going to write Drinks Well on the back side. Did you order this one, Leslie? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if you did or you said you were going to. Got cherries. And we've got some bubbles. All right, if you guys are new to watching my videos, the reason that I write on both sides of my transfers, the most important reason, is because after you've used your design transfer, you wash it off in lukewarm water, dry it sticky side up, and when it's dry, you reattach it to this white carrier sheet. The side that I wrote on has a very matte finish, and it isn't very silky, but when you attach it to the correct side, it is very slick there, almost like a sticker paper, and you reattach your sticky side of your transfer to the paper. Got that? All right. Hey guys, if you're just popping in, thank you for hitting that SHARE tab so that other people can learn about Club Couture too. So the reason I put my initials on everything is because if I'm working with a group or I've loaned out my transfers, I just want to be sure that I get my own transfers back and they don't get lost. Writing on the back also, if you have like a couple that are around the same size like these two are, you know exactly which carrier sheet they fit on the best. So I'm going to remove this transfer from its carrier sheet, and the easiest way to do that is just to roll your thumb along the edge, and it should peel right off like that. If not, try again. You ordered it. Okay, awesome. So, as I was saying, these are super sticky. You can see it sticking to my hands very easily. So what I'm going to do is add just a little bit of lint fuzz from a towel. You can use a t-shirt, your pants, whatever you have that will pick up a little bit of fiber on the back of the adhesive, which will help it not stick quite so tight. So sometimes you're going to want them very, very well fuzzed, especially if you're working on something like windows or glass or mirrors, or if you are doing a layering project, which this is not. It should be pretty straight up how it works. So I'm just going to try to center my Drinks Well with Others. That's not centered. Why do I have such a hard time with that? I don't know. Okay, there we go. That is centered. So I'm going to give this a little rub down with my hands, but I'm also going to go over it with a squeegee. Sometimes you miss those little tiny bubbles that pop up underneath your transfer if you do it with your hand. But when you use a squeegee, you can actually hear those little bubbles popping as you're moving the air around. You want to make sure it's nice and tight and smooth, no bumps, bubbles, or folds, because you could have a bleed. But our transfers are awesome, and that doesn't happen very often. If it does, they're pretty easy to fix usually. So my plan is to do the cherries in red, probably right about there. And I've got black, which I think I'm going to do Drinks Well with Others, and then green, Drinks Well with black with Others in green, and then maybe I'll do the cherry stems with a little bit of green or black too. We'll see. So we're going to start with the black velvet chalk paste, and if you have never used chalk paste before, you need to know that this is not paint at all. It is actually a creamy form of chalk. This one, I don't know why, the consistency is weird. It should be nice and smooth, but this one does not want to smooth out for me. I don't know why, but you know what? It works fine. I'm going to add just a little squirt of distilled water, see if I can play with it a little bit more and smooth it. I opened this jar yesterday, and it works fine. It's just, I don't know, bubbly feeling. It doesn't want to smooth out, but it worked fine. So it is what it is. I'm going to use it like that. Get that chalk dust everywhere. Okay, so what you're going to do is take your rubber squeegee, and I'm using a mini squeegee right now because I'm working on a pretty small project. I don't need anything too big. Get that in my camera. Okay, so you're going to take a scoop of your chalk paste, and when you're learning, use a little bit more than you think you need because all the extra stuff will come right off at the end. and just cover the design area that you want to with that color. If you guys are new, just coming in, say hello so I can say hi back to you, know that you're here. Almost got it in the down there. I gotta be careful. If you're really nervous about that, you can mask it off with some tape. I'm gonna be careful though. I try. Okay. So because I am working on a porous surface, and wood is a porous surface, this will not wash off. I mean, you can wash it, but it won't be pretty. If you're using a non-porous surface, such as a chalkboard, metal, glass, anything like that, you can wash it off with warm water anytime you want to, which is wonderful if you want to change your designs up for seasons, holidays, and things like that. Our chalkboards are perfect to do that with. Okay, so I just went over everything and squeegeed off all of the excess chalk to put back into the jar. And while the paste is still wet, you want to pull it up. So I'm going to pull this up just to where the chalking ended. Oh, look at that. It looks perfect. Okay. And I'm going to dry it for just a second with a heat tool. Now, if you don't have a heat tool, don't worry about it. You can let it air dry, or you can use a hair dryer too. I've had this for a long time. I used it for embossing, mostly with cards and other paper crafts. It is a very high concentrated heat, so you want to keep it moving and be careful you don't burn yourself. All right, I don't need to really let this dry thoroughly, because I'm just going to drop it down lightly and rub down the area just beneath it. Grab another squeegee. It's got a little water on it, so I want to be careful there. I'm just going to push it down to just where it used to be before I pulled the other part up. So far, so good. All right, I'm going to go in with Candy Apple Red, and I love this color. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. And I always want to give my chalk paste a stir before I get started. If you can see this up close, you probably can't see it well in the camera, but you'll see the difference in the consistency of this jar and the one with the black. That is crazy. Not quite sure why it does that sometimes, but it does. I'm just going to cover that black up for now. So in with the red, I'm going to go again with a mini squeegee, scoop up some of your red paste, and smooth it over the area that says with others. I was going to use green here, wasn't I? Oh well. That's okay. It'll be fine. I was just trying to make watermelon colors, you know. This will look just as nice. Okay, so I've got that covered. Go back over it, squeegee off the excess. And we are just about done with this part anyway. Okay, let's pull it up. Nice. Got a nice clean transfer there. It looks really good. Let me just clean my hands a little bit. And we'll dry that up, and we'll start adding our cherries, and then we're going to distress it a little bit, because I think everything looks better with a little distress. Okay, here we go. Let's dry this up quick. So do you guys have any summer drinks that you like the best? I don't like beer. I don't know why. I've never acquired a taste for it. I don't drink that much, but I don't know. Wine seems to make me tired and give me a headache. But I don't know. I like fruity drinks. Girly drinks, right? Okay, so now we're going to go in. Why do I have water on me here? I must have sprayed it. We're going to go in and add the cherries and maybe some of those little bubbles. Here's the cherries. Before I use those, as I was saying before, I'm going to fuzz these really well on the towel. Add a little bit of lint or fuzz to the back. Because I'm going to be layering these on top of the black sign a little bit, I want to be sure that it's not too sticky. If it's really, really sticky, what can happen is it'll actually pull up the first layer of chalk that you did. And we don't want that to happen. Malibu rum and pineapple juice. Ooh, pina colada. Leslie, you don't like beer either? Ugh. I'm the only one in my family that doesn't have a taste for that. I've never liked it. I've tried. Even the flavored ones, though. It's very bitter to me. All right, Leslie, we're going out for cocktails one of these days. You're my kind of girl. We'll take you too, Cindy. We'll take you too. Pineapple juice, that's super sweet. All right, so let's get our pineapples on here. I just wanted to overlap just a tiny little bit on the sign. Should I do the stems in green or black? I'm not sure what color they are. I can't think of that. You guys know? All right, while you're letting me know, I'm going to buzz up these bubbles because we're going to put those on here too. What color are cherry stems? I might do these in the bubbles in gray. What do you think? It's the hops in the beer. Ugh. Just doesn't taste good to me. All right, I'm gonna grab some gray behind me for the bubbles. Just want them to show up a little bit. Nobody knows what color cherry stems are? Dark red. I only have red. I just need such a tiny bit. I don't really want to mix up another batch. I think I'll do them in black. Or should I bring in some green? You guys, okay. All right, so I'm going to work the cherries first and try to avoid the stems. And maybe we'll go, I think I'll go with black. I'm with you, Cindy. All right, so let's get some red. This is pretty close work I've got here. I'm going to move this just a little bit. And just the cherries. Leslie, I'm glad you have this transfer or you've ordered it because you are going to use it a lot. This would look so cute in somebody's home bar or in a restaurant. If you know anybody. It would be a really cute thing to have. You could put it on a t-shirt too if you use inks with it. That would be cool. Where's my little... I'm going to use my multi-tool here for the stems. They're so tiny. So this is a really handy tool. It's got a small squeegee on one end that you can also use for stirring up your pastes. And the top end that I have here is like a hook that you can use to get on the inside edges of your jar very, very well. Just hooks in and cleans it all up so there's no wasted paste. Wasted paste. Say that 10 times fast. Okay. It should be good. Let's pull that off. Oh, so cute. So cute. Ombre stems. You're killing me, Leslie. Pretty tiny to ombre. I think it looks really good. I'm going to leave it. I like it, but we're going to add some bubbles. And then we're going to just distress it up a little bit. So I'm going to be using Storm. Storm is like a medium gray. Looks really good. Let's stir it up a little bit. All right, that looks nice. grab my bubbles. Put a little bit there and a little bit there. I think I should put some on the bottom too. I'm going to dry this for a second before I do that. Thanks, Cindy and Leslie. All right. Sure doesn't take much to dry. So let's get a little bit of bubbly over here. Then I'll move it quickly and do a couple or other areas. Cindy, I have your order sitting by my door waiting for you to come home from your trip. You still camping? All right, so I'm gonna move this really quickly so the transfer doesn't have a chance to dry. Oh, that looks cute. It's pretty cute. Put it right there. If you do this quick before your paste has a chance to dry, you can do it several times and it'll look great. If you do it too many times, it starts to, the edges aren't clean anymore, so you just want to watch out for that. I think I'll put a few on the bottom too. Why not? Why the heck not? Sorry, I'm off screen, aren't I? Okay. And one more. Maybe two. Let's do two more. Kind of have to balance it a little. Oh, no hurry, Cindy. No hurry, don't worry about it. Keep it right by my door for you whenever you're ready. I have Leslie's too. I'm just waiting for one item to come in that she's ordered for me. Things are going a little bit slow at the warehouse because we just had our new catalog launch and our warehouse is going crazy trying to fill all the orders. All the fall and winter things came in and oh my gosh, so cute. So many things I gotta have. And my box, it sounds like it shipped yesterday, so I cannot wait. We'll have to do a box opening party together. Would that be good? So you can see it all. Thanks, Jill. All right, let me dry my bubbles and then we're gonna dirty this up a little bit. Oh, you got this one too, Cindy. Awesome. I've given you 3 really good ideas of things you could do with it. And I still think this would look really cute on a top, a t-shirt or something. Okay, so I'm going to distress this a little bit with some sandpaper and some black ink. You guys ever done that before? Sometimes it gets messy when you're sanding. So let me move this back just a little bit, wrong way, a little bit. I'm just gonna go around the edges and kind of give this a light sanding. You know me, I don't like things looking too clean. It's the way I roll. If you're gonna distress something, you sand the areas that would get the most use, which would be the edges and the corners mostly. You can also chalk, you can also sand your chalk paste if you want to. I'm trying to get those corners a little bit more than other places without spilling my coffee. You've got just about everything you need to decorate for a party with this transfer. All right. What do you think? Should I stand the little bit in the center too, or just leave it like it is? Tell me what you think. right, doesn't look very different after I've sanded it. But I'm going to go in with some black ink. I just got a new little pad of this. This is called Tim Holtz Distress Ink in Black Soot. Black Soot. I mostly use brown, and I use the one called Vintage Photo. That is my chalk of choice, my ink of choice, because it works with everything. But this one has a lot of black and white, so I thought black would look really nice too. So you use a sponge dauber like I have here. Fits on your finger like a thimble, and you tap it into your ink pad. This is a new dauber, so it's going to take a second for it to get happy. There we go. You like it the way it is? Okay, I'll leave it. So I'm just going to go around the edges and just sort of tap it along, nice and light. I'm not trying to make it look like it's been painted. It's just aging it a little bit and grunging it up, because grunge is good. It almost makes it look like it's got I don't want to say a frame, but it gives it more dimension when you've got some texture like this on it. I love the way that looks. And I go nice and light to start with, but if you want to go back over it later, make it heavier, you can certainly do that. Hey Leslie, did you go out and buy canvases yesterday? I was thinking about you running around the stores trying to find that black canvas. Yesterday we made a Disney project, which came out super cute. I was happy with the way it looked. Alright, so you just kind of play with this and feather it out a little bit. I don't know, it really adds to the richness of the colors too, so I love it. I love the way it looks. If that rope wasn't in there, I would have gone around there as well, but I'm going to leave the rope in the hole for now. Ah, Cindy, you know, that's that online place that starts with an A that sounds like a jungle, has those little tiny ink pads, and they last a long time. All right, I think that is good. What do you think? Give you a little closer look at it. There we go. Drinks well with others. So, yeah, you guys are going to have fun with this transfer. I'm glad that both of you girls have it. If anybody else is interested in purchasing this, you can still get it on my website. There you go. I'm going to be posting something a little bit later on today for you Club Couture members. Club Couture members receive a B-size transfer and 3 chalk paste singles in the mail every single month, and they're exclusive to my members. And they also get, you know, some perks throughout the year, sales every month, or some kind of specials, and flat rate $4.95 shipping, which is a super good thing. That's better than the rate I get. But this month, if you are a Club Couture member and you spend $50, and you have to do this in one purchase, $50 on my website, you get $20 in free product next month from whatever you want, from a $100 order. So you're going to spend $80 to get $100 worth of product. It's a great deal. You got it at the M store. I know what you're talking about. So this is, again, from the transfer called Soda Fountain. It is available, again, on my website still. And if you are interested in that and you would like me to order it for you, I can do that too. Just let me know in the comments. If you're interested in that club where you can get an exclusive transfer every single month that we love to play with, write club in there and I'll give you some information right behind me. I don't know if you guys can see. Here, let me do this. We have 2 of our club designs that we made this month. And if you decide to join in July, I'll send you a magnetic glow stand, because we're going to have lots of fun playing with that. Lots and lots of fun. Okay, what else? If you are interested in getting paid to create in chalk and be crafty like I am, just write join in the comments and I'll get you information about that too. I hope you have a wonderful day. I thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you get to drink well with others this weekend. And I'll post a cute photo of this later on with all of the ingredients and the links to where you can get them as well. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again very soon. Bye now.